What is up, Endgame family? Welcome back. We're here to draft once again, get some best ball drafts in while draft season is in the air. It is August, training camp, exhibition games, all of that. Yeah, it's officially fantasy football draft season, but it's been draft season for us all off season. We've been doing these, and we're going to continue to do some more best ball action. It's basically, as long as they keep having them, we're going to keep doing them. I think that's basically what it comes down to, because Underdog keeps coming out with new contests, and we just can't help ourselves. We keep going in them. So today we got the Pomeranian 2, and this is a nice $3 entry. I mean, you can't beat that, can you?
Can't beat that. $3 entry, 50 entry max. That means for $150, which I know, is not nothing. For $150, you could max out this tournament and potentially win $20,000.
Not too bad. And you know what? Even if you say like, well, I'll just do one, I'll just do two. You never know. All it takes is one, right?
Yep.
It's just like the golden ticket, the Wonka bar. You don't need to have them all. So I don't know why I thought of that. All right. So here we go. This could be the golden ticket. This could be the winning draft. Let's see. Now, you guys are here waiting. I know some of you want to get in this. Sometimes we almost fill the whole thing up just with endgame viewers. So let's see if you can do it. Let's all get in the same draft here. Remember, Underdog, go to the draft lobby, NFL. You might want to filter out and look. You might want to scroll to the right a little bit. See the Pomeranian 2, $3 entry, 20 seconds per pick. Let's enter in 3, 2, 1, now. Wow. All right.
8 more.
Might all get in here.
I think we were the first 2 in, because when I joined, it said 11 more to start. And then, wow, it's already full.
I'm seriously, I think this might be like all our guys. Oh, who knows who else is.
Is this an endgame mock draft right here? Are we about to do an endgame mock draft?
All right. You're at the 11.
And you're at the 12. You're at the 12. I mean, look, who do I recognize here? I mean, I definitely recognize Sam. Isn't that Sports Head right there, number 10? Oh, no, you're at the 9. Why do I think you're at the 12? You're at the 9.
Yeah, I'm at the 9.
Isn't that Sports Head in between us? Sammy. Yeah, exactly. Sports Head in between us. We got New Mix Vision in at 7. All right. Daniel in at 4. Nice.
All right. Daniel's at 4. Yes, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least half end game. But yeah, these things are filling up quickly. So if you're just watching, maybe you're just trying to figure out what this is. If you don't have an Underdog account yet, reminder, still a good time to get one. You're going to see it scrolling down there. We're going to keep it there for you. And there you go. Before it's our turn, use code ENDGAME when you check out. If you're new to Underdog, you haven't tried it yet, you still got plenty of time. This is the perfect time to draft because, again, it's actually draft season. We got news coming out every day. Use code ENDGAME when you check out, though, because that gets you up to $1,000 of bonus cash for your first deposit, and you get a free pick. Use that pick on as soon as you can on anything you want. NFL preseason, NFL week 1, NFL season long, or anything else. It doesn't even have to be NFL, any sport. All right. So with that said, it's my turn, I think. Almost.
All right. We got CMC at 5 by a user named Tank the Draft. I hope he's not planning on tanking this draft.
Who?
He does have a shield, so for whatever that's worth.
Let's go. Puka Neighbors. I'm gonna go Puka.
Puka over Neighbors. That's a choice.
Only because I haven't checked. I'm waiting because I have still, and I'm sure you're in the same situation as me. Remember, we tried to max out those other ones. I still have 28 slow drafts going. So I want to wait until those are actually done to check my exposure, like what I have for each player. But I know I have a lot more Neighbors than Puka.
I just realized Nico went very early in this draft.
Yeah, he went right before me. Man, you got Neighbors at 11. That's not That's not fair.
I'm gonna go Henry here.
Nothing wrong with that. And I think I'll probably just have my choice of running back. Oh, I'm fine with either one. Let's see who Sam takes. I'm not going to take anybody. All right, H-N it is.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with Puka H-N. I mean, again, it's just hard. It's just hard when you're in this part of the draft to have like 2 bad picks in a row. Like unless you do something crazy, like take Patrick Mahomes here or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like we got a Nico last start. That's phenomenal. We got a Puka H-N start. We got a Sun God Genty start. We got Neighbors Henry. We got BTJ Drake London. Yeah, hard to make 2 bad picks in this part of the draft.
And I think because Miggs is obviously in here too. I think we've raised the price on Chase Brown going at 8.
But look at that. He got Jefferson at the 7.
It's pretty nice though. I'll tell you. Ooh, Tyreek Hill. All right. Got a question from Parker. Would you do this trade? Get Egbuka, Tet, and AK for Chase Brown and Harrison.
Well,
Dynasty.
I assume Dynasty? We talking Dynasty here?
Yeah, that matters.
Man, this is tough. This is really tough. I mean, Egbuka and Tet, we still don't know. He says redraft. This is redraft. Oh,
okay. Well, that changes things.
In redraft, I'm taking Chase Brown and Harrison. I mean, in redraft, I almost always just want the guy I think is going to be the best player this year. That's going to be Chase Brown out of this group. I think in redraft, I'm just taking Chase Brown and Harrison. That makes it much easier for me.
Yeah, no, that does make it easier. And like you said, even though I know you're super high on Ted, and I like Ted too, but I'm not going to put him over Marvin Harrison just yet. It's easily Chase Brown and Harrison in redraft. In Dynasty, I actually might have gone the other way though. But
yeah, Dynasty, that would have been a tough choice because you're talking about like 2 very young wide receivers and like a running back that's still solid, you know, despite getting up there in age. That would have been much tougher. But I think in redraft, just give me Chase Brown. Give me the Chase Brown side.
All right. There you go. Oh, that's, you know what, appropriate. The voice of reason, always super reasonable. See, if you like it now, instead of waiting till the end, because at the end I'll say don't forget to hit the like button. If you hit the like now, then it actually helps more people will see it. So appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Tatum.
Speaking of, well, let's see, news. There are some minor injuries. Again, I try not to read too much into it. It's a guy hamstring here and ankle there. And, a week or so they might come back. But Charlene's saying with Khalil Shakir, they're saying it's a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, this isn't good. And they're saying 4 to 5 weeks, which means it could spill into week 1. But now you're talking high ankle sprain. Nobody ever comes back from a high ankle sprain 100%. Like it takes. Like they come back in 4 to 5 weeks, but then it takes like another 3 weeks. And again, we're talking about Khalil Shakir here. Like, is anybody winning their fantasy league because they drafted Khalil Shakir? Like, I don't think so. I mean, like, sure, you still want to draft him, fine, but honestly, like, I don't need Khalil Shakir and his high ankle sprain in fantasy football. I can find somebody else.
Yeah. He's only kind of technically the number 1 receiver there. He caught the most passes, but it's not like there's a wide margin. It's not like he needs to be the number 1 guy there. Someone else steps up. They don't really have somebody else, Look, speaking of not buying into hype, I've read a couple of times that Keon Coleman is standing out, having a great. I don't see him as an alpha, as a number 1 receiver. I don't see him making a huge leap. I mean, he can't really do much worse than last year, honestly, as a rookie.
Sure.
He's got to be better, but I don't see it like all of a sudden he's going to be like next, DK Metcalf or something.
No. I will say this for Coleman. that could maybe help him here is if Shakir being out allows him to move into the slot more, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I just really think the plan is for Keon Coleman to be their X wide receiver, and they're just going to stick with it, and it's not going to work.
You know who benefits. No, it just means Elijah Moore's season is finally here.
Yeah. Oh, no way. Yeah, Dalton Kincaid might win, actually. And Josh Palmer, I think, is a sneaky late round, beat round value. And we just had Team 1 take Bo Nix and Joe Burrow back-to-back. That's interesting.
Well,
I mean, the Joe Burrow pick makes total sense. You got Chase T. You got Burrow. Bo Nix there, a little weird.
Nix there's not reasonable. I don't think that in and of itself is like a cancelable offense, but yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why people, even if it's $3, fine, it's $3, but why do that? What's the purpose? All right. Sorry, not sorry. Take your boy.
Yeah, no, I don't expect him to make it this far.
Yeah, Josh Palmer also getting some hype too. I feel like that's another thing. Just Bills receivers. Everybody always wants every Buffalo Bills receiver to be really good, so that Josh Allen has a chance to, I guess, win a Super Bowl. I don't know. All right, let's see. So you took a okay. So I took your boy, you took my boy. I got a Dunze. I like that.
Yeah, I use Addison's a guy I take there a lot in that spot, but I have a decent amount of Odunze, but I have way more Addison, so I went with Odunze there.
Right. Well, that too. Man, Swift is moving up. He used to be, I feel like, closer to 80, almost like the high 70s. He's moving up.
Yes, he is.
All right. Moving up the list. Super chat. Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. Jacob White. Got a question. Okay. Redraft PPR. Buddy's trying to trade me T-Mac and Harrison Jr. for Diggs and Ridley. So youth or experience, basically. We're both high on Ridley. Yes. His wide receiver is stacked. Mine is not. I think Ridley's ceiling is worth keeping. So T-Mac, Harrison, Diggs, and Ridley.
I mean, this is another tough one because we're talking about T-Mac and Harrison have the potential. But, I mean, when you look at a draft, T-Mac and Harrison both get drafted before Diggs and Ridley.
Right.
I think sometimes we just got to bet on that and just say, give me the third and fourth round wide receiver versus like the sixth and eighth round wide receiver. I mean, maybe you'll regret it. Maybe Ridley will be a monster or Diggs will be bad. I mean, maybe Harrison Jr. won't be any good. Maybe McMillan won't be any good as a rookie. I certainly think the Diggs and Ridley side is your safer side, but I think the McMillan Harrison is more your ceiling side. So, we're not even in week 1 here. Are we really chasing floor already? I might just take the McMillan Harrison side. Well,
I mean, you just basically answered the question: since when is playing it safe going to win you your league? It's not.
Right.
You don't want the safer side. No, I'm definitely going with T-Mac and Harrison because there's no guarantee McMillan is great this year as a rookie. I would also flip and say there's no guarantee Stephon Diggs looks like he did, a couple of years ago. I mean,
no chance.
He's not putting up the same numbers he did with Buffalo. No, okay, fine. But still, is he putting up numbers that are better than McMillan is the question. I don't think that's a slam dunk. And so, nah. And I am personally, this, I'm not somebody who is super high on Marvin Harrison, not because of him personally. I think he could be an elite receiver. I just not big on the Arizona Cardinals offense in general, right? So, I mean, I still think Harrison is the best player in this whole deal. So for me, it's easily the young guys. Okay. Speaking of young guys, let's go with. Yeah, go with another receiver and go with a rookie.
Yeah, I figured you would. This is going to be a tough spot for me depending on what Sportshead does here. Oh, no, that helps. It's not really in on Jaden Reed, so let's go with Pollard here.
All right, and while we're waiting for the turn, we've confirmed there is a duplicate turd. Ferguson is a different
So
turd.
who's the real Turd Ferguson? That's the question.
Okay, so now we know the one with. Well, this is also a different logo than you had last year. I feel like this is what is that? Is that like The Simpsons? It looks like it. Okay, now we know the real Mr. Ferguson. All right, let's see here. I guess I'm still waiting on quarterback. Am I going to take another TJ Hawkinson?
You and TJ Hawkinson.
Well, which is weird because I was always I'm not. I was always like the naysayer and fans and Hawkinson. These guys are overrated. Let's see. What else we got here? Yeah, Keenan Allen visited the Chargers. Makes sense. Nothing's happened yet.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet.
Guru League podcast. This is asked before. That's okay. 3 keeper league.
Okay, wow. But I want to note that he said one last time. Do we really think this is the last time he's going to ask it?
What if we give a different answer than last time?
I still think you got to go Lamb, Jefferson, JT.
Agree.
As much as I like Chase Brown, I think JT is just safer and he's great. I think I'm just going to go Lamb, Jefferson, JT here. I mean, how can you really go wrong when you get Lamb and Jefferson? Oh my gosh, you have Lamb and Jefferson as keepers. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and there's not a big difference between those running backs, so it's not like, if you're struggling with this decision, it's not like you have one that's clearly better than the other. We're both super high on Chase Brown, obviously, but I'm going to go JT here. Pat loves the rookies. Top 5 rookie receivers. Now, this one I feel like he asks every week. Top 5 rookie receivers that aren't McMillan.
Hunter, Golden, Burden. I mean, I don't even know if I like 5 rookie wide receivers if I can't include McMillan.
Dante Thornton.
Maybe Trey Harris.
And Jaden Higgins. You got to put Jaden Higgins in there.
Yeah, probably Jaden Higgins. I mean, look, if Chris Godwin is serious, like if he's not ready week 1, like and his injury is holding him back for a while, maybe Igbuka sneaks into the top 5. But honestly, I don't think this is the year to be drafting a ton of the rookie. I really like McMillan. I like Hunter. I really like Golden. I see potential for Higgins and Harris, maybe Kyle Williams. And again, Igbuka if Godwin is actually really. Oh, here we go. All right, so we have our front runner. Our front runner for overhyped player in the preseason.
The new front runner. It's going to be somebody new next week.
With Lambert Smith. Lambert Smith had that huge Hall of Fame game. Catching passes from not a starting quarterback, not playing against a starting defense.
Yeah, from Trey Lance, wasn't it? It
was Trey Lance versus the Lions' second and third stringers. They didn't even start their starters, like on either side of the ball. So
wasn't Isaac Tesla. Nope.
Although Tesla did have a nice game, but I don't think he did enough. Like I don't hear people talking about him. He didn't quite do enough on the stat sheet.
Yeah, didn't live up to expectations. Man. I don't want Keon Coleman. I don't even know. All right, let's see what else. Kenny firing shots for no reason at JJ McCarthy. I guess somebody here earlier mentioned that.
I think Tatum was saying the JJ to JJ connection. Something about the JJ to JJ connection.
I mean, it might be the talk. It doesn't mean it's going to be for a good reason.
Here's my take on this: is as long as the quarterback in that offense is halfway decent, they're going to be good. That's all Kevin O'Connell needs. He just needs you to be halfway decent. Just don't be bad.
Right.
He's just like legitimately that good. He's just that good.
Yeah, for Jefferson, we've seen that we can ignore. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. We've seen with Nick Mullins, Josh Dobbs, whoever. I mean, think about it now. He really, I guess he made Kirk Cousins look pretty good when he was in Minnesota because he didn't look good when he went to Atlanta.
I remember all the Josh Dobbs hype that year. People were like, he should be a starter somewhere. I mean, people were legit saying he should be a starter somewhere. It's like, no, Kevin O'Connell is just that good. He's just that good. And it helps when you have the best wide receiver in football. That helps too. Who can get open just anywhere on the field and catch every ball thrown his way, basically.
Yeah. The only reason you should even think about worrying about Jefferson is if he's hurt. Which he's not right now. Kenny's saying mid what? Mid isn't bad. NFL mid is good. Well, I guess.
I mean, NFL bad is good. If we're gonna be honest, like NFL
good.
Bad. If you saw a bad NFL player play, you'd be like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, good. Well, good, bad compared to like anybody else, like me and you. But we want good compared to all other NFL players. We want better. So. You know what? Let's go Kincaid here. Vikings are going to the Super Bowl. Well, then you'd think you voice a reason too. This isn't just anybody. You must think he's better. He's more than mid. Then you got to be a lot more than mid to have a quarterback to take you to the Super Bowl.
That's for sure.
Let me see. Charlene had asked earlier. No, you may have asked last time, but that's okay. Let's talk. Any new feelings on Woody Marks or any other Texans running backs?
Yeah, I've been drafting a lot of Woody Marks, honestly. Hold on here. Let's get a little Najee discount. He was back out there today walking on the field with a helmet on. But I have been drafting a lot of Woody Marks late because I just don't think Nick Chubb has anything left. I could see Woody Marks getting run this year. So
yeah, I say worth a labor and flyer in best ball. Almost anybody's worth a labor and flyer. In redraft, is he actually draft worthy even in the last round, or is this a guy you just wait and pick up if you can, or you just don't want to worry about it, you just take him?
No, I don't. He's not one of these guys I feel like I have to have stashed on my bench, just sitting there wasting up a roster spot all year, unless you're in like a really deep league, of course, and there's not much on the waiver wire. But like I'd rather have a Zach Charbonnet on my bench, although he goes earlier. I'd rather have like guys with a clearer path, I guess, on my bench. But definitely a guy I think I would, I'd be keeping my eye on. He's one of those guys that like could be one of those guys where it's like week 1 he doesn't really do a whole lot. Week 2 he starts to ramp up a little. Week 3 he's starting to ramp. It's like go get him now, go get him now before people catch on.
Yeah, what I think is, even if let's say Mixon is out for who knows how long, a few weeks, or they haven't said, but let's just say he's not there week 1, not sure about week 2, 3. Okay. Assuming he isn't hurt, it's still going to be Nick Chubb. He's still going to be the guy getting the ball. So even if Woody Marks looks amazing, and I said this before, you're still going to have to suffer through a couple of weeks of Nick Chubb like plowing into the middle of the offensive line and getting 2.5 yards in the cloud of dust. So you have time to decide if you want to pick up Woody Marks if you think they're going to get actually do anything with him. I don't see them handing him the job no matter what he does in the next couple of weeks, in training camp. So
no, Nick Chubb's going to get first crack, but Nick Chubb's going to be terrible. And if Woody Marks is playing well, I mean, it's like at some point you have to be like, okay, like Bucky Irving last year, like, okay, can we really keep the ball away from this guy? Like, no, let's just, no, we got to start giving this guy the ball. He's just better.
Right. But
like
that means
D'Amico Ryans wants to win football games.
Yeah. But my point is that means you have time to wait. You don't have to draft Woody Marks. Is what I'm saying. So you can wait and you can just pick him up off waivers after somebody on your team either gets hurt or loses his job or something. So I would just draft him in best ball, but otherwise let's wait and see. Okay, we have a couple of questions. I know we're at our turn here. We're about to go, but let's put this up. More T-Mac talk. Turd Ferguson, the original. You feel better about him in round 6 or 7? It feels like that's too high. I don't think so.
I mean, you always feel better about a guy the later you can get him. That's just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always going to feel better about him in round 7, but I think round 6 is fine. I would take him around 6. Obviously, it depends on who else is on the board.
Yeah, and we talk about value, not reaching, and it's true. It's important. If you can get a guy a round or two later, there's no point taking him, earlier. But if you aren't sure and you really like that play, it's fine. I think it's fine to reach. We don't want to reach. Also, we're talking about tournaments and best ball, and you're competing against potentially thousands of people to win the big prize. Yeah, that's different. But in redraft, I think, as long as you don't reach more than a round, I think it's fine. Get your guy. Let's see. Said Tillman again? I guess so. Okay. And then he also, because I guess somebody, I think it was Philip, was asking our fandoms, because he's somewhat new to the channel. I represent Miami pretty obviously because that's where I'm from, and Chris still now finally, because now a happy Washington Commanders fan.
Yes, finally. It's been a long time. Although they got to get this Terry. I mean,
yeah. I guess nothing new, huh?
What's wrong with these teams? Like, why hasn't Dallas paid Minka or played Micah Parsons yet? Or if you're Jerry Jones, Michael Parsons.
Jerry Jones being Jerry Jones.
Like,
sabotaging his own team.
I mean, this is what Dallas does. They'll sign him like a week before the season starts. That's just what Dallas does. I don't know why they do. Like, I don't know why. Just sign him. Why put your team behind, by having one of your best players not out there for all of camp? And same with Washington. I thought we were done with this nonsense. I thought we had new ownership, new GM. Like, okay, if Terry McLaurin is asking for DK Metcalf money, is that in any way unfair? What has DK Metcalf done to earn the money he's getting paid?
Yeah.
Like, DK is getting paid as a top 5 wide receiver. There's no world that exists in the metaverse where DK Metcalf is the top 5 wide receiver. Like, let's be real.
No, not by any metric.
So if Terry McLaurin wants top 5 wide receiver money, I just give Terry McLaurin top 5 wide receiver money. And just get on with it.
Right. Well, I will say this.
You got billionaires, stressing about a few $1 million.
Yeah. Well, it's about the principle of the thing, right? But I will say this. Okay, he was asking for, I think, $30 million a year, and they were thinking more like $23 million, and that's a gap. But I think what he was asking relative to the other receivers, who were making what he makes, is, I think it's a little excessive. I do. But he should be willing to come down a little, as they should be willing to come up and meet in the middle. That seems a little too logical, which is why it hasn't happened. It's like, okay, let's take both numbers and just find the median, but that's not how it works. Oh, I'm on the clock. Let's see. It's something I hate. I'm taking Sam Darnold.
Is that your third QB, Sam Darnold?
It is my third QB because I waited until way after pick 100 to take a QB. So I hate to see it. I'm deciding though. I might just sit with 2 tight ends though. I don't know. Evan Ingram, Dalton Kincaid, is that good enough?
I mean, probably when you're going three QBs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to certainly go 3 tight ends here.
Man, I need a running back. Like I'm not outright opposed to drafting a player who's getting hype, a late round rookie running back who's getting training camp hype, but I still think this is a little too early for Ja'Cory Krosky merit. Just a little.
Say, I was very in on Rico Dowdle last year. I haven't drafted him once this year.
I thought you liked Rico Dowdle this year, even in Carolina.
Yeah, I'm probably too low on him this year. If something happens at Chuba, it's probably Dowdle's job, but yeah.
Well, nice. I love them. This I can get behind. There you go. Just go for it. Cam Ward, week 1.
Yeah, but then Kenny said, they play Denver week 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm starting Cam Ward week 1.
I mean, it might take him a little bit of time, but hey, like honestly, honestly, why can't he be this year's Jaden Daniels? Like Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin, he's got Calvin Ridley. They're very similar.
Yeah, he's not going to run quite as much as Jaden Daniels did, but I mean, he could certainly have that success this year. But again, I'm saying you don't have to start him in his first NFL start against arguably the best defense in football.
No, you definitely don't need to. But
I would hope Cam Ward is not your QB1.
He shouldn't have to be. I mean, the way he's being drafted, well, that's a little insulting. He's being drafted like the QB 26 or something. But
yeah, I hope. I mean, unless you're in like a crazy league where everybody drafts 3 QBs and you just completely punt, then maybe. But I mean, I remember even Jaden Daniels last year because in my wife's work league, they all went QB super heavy. I was helping her draft, and I was like, "Don't worry, we're gonna take Jaden Daniels a bit later." So who's Jaden Daniels, right? Don't worry. I remember like to start the season, he had some good games. He had some really bad games too, and it was like, can I really just roll Jaden Daniels out there every week? So Cam Ward, first NFL game, Broncos. I don't know. I'm already thinking ahead to the QB start sit video. I'm probably gonna say sit.
Yeah, look, I'm mostly a man of reason. I won't start in week 1 either. I just love the attitude. I just love the YOLO. Just like, you know what? I'm in. Just go for it.
I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, you're right. It's fantasy football. Like, what's the word? If you lose, what happens? Nothing. You play again next year. Like, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Go for it. YOLO it.
Yeah. Let me ask you about this. We got some differing opinions here, and Cam Scatterboo did come off the field not too long ago. Charlene says he's got a ton, and 2 mules and a cart says 0 Scatterboo. Now I know you're in on Cam, but are you worried about the injury? Did you hear anything more about it?
Not yet. I mean, I think Brian Daboll said they're taking it day by day, so it doesn't sound too serious. I mean, he was looking great before that, according to camp reports. But I mean, a lot of people look great in camp. So, but here's my thing. Like, I'm totally fine if you're like, yeah, I'm not super high on Scatterboo, but 270 drafts, not one time, not once, not even once, just in case, just like what, just in case.
Yeah, I'll take even people I hate. Like I even have some Daniel Jones. All right, that's how. I try to
like,
be.
There's certain guys like I'm not gonna, they have like no chance. But I mean, if Cam Scatterboo is the guy in New York, granted he's not gonna be. It's New York, but I mean, you're gonna wish you didn't have 0 out of 270.
Right. James Young, he says, who else could be this year's Jaden Daniels? Like,
I mean, there's
nobody.
no one else. There really
Nobody.
isn't. There really isn't. As far as rookie QBs go,
Right,
there's
because there are none. I mean, Cam Ward's the only one who we even know is going to be starting. Jackson
right.
Dart, I don't even know. Maybe in the end of the season. Even if so, he's no Jaden Daniels. I don't even know who else got drafted. There's no quarterbacks this
I
year.
mean, Dylan Gabriel, but he's probably going to start behind Flacco and Pickett, depending on whoever they decide is a starter there.
Yeah, now someone mentioned Penix. If you're talking about somebody maybe not a rookie, but somebody who at first year starting, but Penix is not going to be Jaden Daniels. He doesn't run. They got Bijan. He's just not going to put that kind of numbers. I don't think.
Right.
Wow, we're done already? Man.
Done already.
That was quick. All right, let's see. Let's go over it. This was the Pomeranian Part 2. And this was a $3 draft. Took us all of a half hour to get in there. So if you haven't tried it yet, check it out. It's on Underdog. I'll give you the details at the end, but let's look at the roster that you put together that might take this whole thing home. Wow. Okay. Well, speaking of Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson is going to obviously cook enough to be your QB2. Caleb Williams and Russell Wilson. This is probably the riskiest QB room I've ever seen you draft this year.
I mean, it just worked out. Like the QBs just flew off the board, and I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, I did get Caleb to stack with Rome. I got Russ to stack with Neighbors. So just the way it went. Just the way it went.
Okay. See, I'm glad because I was, kind of half paying attention to who else was being taken when it wasn't my turn because I was doing the comments. And I do feel like quarterbacks, because I have a bad habit of waiting on quarterbacks. I felt like they were never there when they were supposed to be there, though. So that wasn't just me. Okay.
No.
All right. So nothing wrong with that. Derrick Henry, Trevion Henderson, Pollard, Mason, Najee, Braylon. All right. Good. I don't think you need more than 6 here. Braylon Allen's getting some buzz, not just because of how he looks and can, but actually might be getting touches, splitting with Breece Hall. I don't know if I'd go that far, but he's going to be a factor.
Aaron Glenn says Monty Gibbs rolls.
I mean, there you go. Everyone's thinking like Rashawn Johnson in Chicago. Maybe it's not the guy who's Ben Johnson. Maybe it's the guy with Aaron Glenn.
Rashawn Johnson, they haven't even talked about Rashawn Johnson once this year.
No. So there you go. I got a lot of Braylon on too. I'm with you. And look, Najee, it's not like he's out for the season. He's going to play.
He's going to play.
Wow.
Still like Hampton a lot, though.
Neighbors, Terry Evans, Odunze at the 4, Trey Harris, Hollywood, and Leggett. I love this. I love this. What do you think? I know Trey Harris barely played in the first game, but you still think he's kind of got a lock. Even if Keenan Allen signs there, you still feel confident with Trey Harris?
Yeah, Trey Harris was out there with the starters, and I air quote starters because a lot of the starters didn't play, but like he was out there just as much as like Hampton and everybody. Like, yeah, he didn't do anything because he barely played. Like he barely right because obviously this is why I always say be careful with hype, preseason hype, because guys who are out there a lot putting up stats probably aren't guys the team is going to be depending on a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like
it's not good.
Right? If Trey Harris is barely out there and like Omarion Hampton is barely out there and Justin Herbert's not out there, and those guys, it shows that like, hey, they have plans for these guys and they don't want them getting hurt in this meaningless preseason game. So when Lambert Smith is out there catching touchdowns in the fourth quarter or whatever it was, second quarter, third, whatever it was, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
The easiest way to prove this, just anybody, just go to one of these sites that has preseason stats. Like I know fantasydata.com. Look at last year's preseason leaders for every category, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, a bunch of guys who
didn't even make the team.
Right.
All right. And then tight end, you went Ertz, Gesicki, and
I mean, I certainly punted tight end and QB in this draft. I mean, Ertz is my tight end 1 is a choice, but again, it's just the way the draft kind of fell. Like, it's fine. I just need one of these guys to do halfway decent every week. Just one of them every week do halfway decent. They don't have to do it every week. Just 1 week, one of these guys do halfway decent, and I'm good.
They just need to like take turns, rotate when they scored their touchdowns, right? Like on the 3
exactly. Just don't all score on the same week, right? Like take turns.
Yeah. All right. Well, pretty good overall. And I'm big. I feel like it's like a thing now. Just people love to dunk on whoever the Bears quarterback is. But Caleb Williams, the only time they show highlights of him is when he's like throwing an interception or something, like as if he never does anything good. I still am gonna hold out hope for that Bears offense, but we'll see. Well, I unfortunately went 3 quarterbacks because I also kind of waited. Jordan Love, Cam Ward, and yes, that is Sam Darnold.
That is Sam Darnold.
Hate it.
I assume you have Golden, right? So
I should have gone YOLO. I should have just said I don't need a 3rd quarterback because I have Cameron Ward as my 2nd quarterback.
I probably would have stopped at Cam Ward, but you got, let's see, you got Golden with Love, you got JSN with Darnold. Who was your other quarterback? Cam Ward. You got Ridley with Ward. Oh, you got them stacked. They're all stacked. You got Puka. You took Puka over Neighbors, and then that allowed me to get Neighbors 2 picks later. So thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, this is a good wide receiver room, though. Tyler Lockett. Whoa. It's got to be your first Tyler Lockett.
Believe it or not, it isn't, because I have so much Cam Ward. I try to pick, like I said, I don't want the same guy over and over. So I mix it up. Sometimes I'll take a Conquo. Sometimes I'll take Io Minor. I'm big on him. Lockett. Actually, you know who I don't have? I actually should take in a best ball format. He's kind of like going to be the new MVS. Is Chimera DK, the one they actually drafted first. Should take him.
You do you.
Because there will be 1 week where he scores a long touchdown, a 60-yard touchdown. And that's it. 1 week. All right. HN Swift, B-Rob, Samson, Rico Dowell, Taj Brooks. What do you think?
Solid. Should be good. Obviously, Anchor RB here with HN, so you're counting on Tua.
I like Swift too. I think he'll be solid. And then Ingram and Kincaid.
Yeah, I think here you only need 2 tight ends with Ingram and Kincaid. If something happens to him, I mean, I don't think that 3rd tight end like Juwan Johnson is saving you.
Well, yeah, for sure. I will say I kind of like your strategy. I'm starting to back off because the tight ends in this range, like Evan Ingram, I'm starting to worry for best ball, maybe more of a floor guy, right, than a ceiling guy. And why not just wait and take some later tight ends like you did who could just score touchdowns? You know what I mean? That give you the same thing.
I've been doing that more and more in my drafts, like almost just I might take like somebody in that range, like an Njoku, like a Goddard, like those guys, like a Hunter Henry. But then I just like basically wait till like my last 2 picks. I've just been doing that in a lot of drafts. Like I have a bunch of not a bunch anymore. I'm probably down to like maybe 10 mini schnauzers left. And I just find like my last 2 picks, I'm just going tight end a lot.
Yep, exactly. I really don't think you need to spend an early pick in a tight end unless you really want to go Bowers McBride. Okay, go for it, but no need. All right, there we go. Another best ball draft in the books. We're going to do more of these. We still got a few more weeks before best ball season is over. If you haven't tried this yet, you want to get in here, go to Underdog, download the app, go to underdogfantasy.com, create an account. When you do, make sure you use code ENDGAME because that gets you bonus cash when you sign up. It also gets you a free pick, and you can start drafting just like we did. Hey, you can draft with us just like some of you guys did today, where the real competition is. And you have a chance to take that $3, or if you go for another, contest, not just the one that we did, $10, $25, go bigger, whatever you want, chance to win even more money. So try it out. You're going to like it. It's Underdog. Use code ENDGAME when you check out. And don't forget, if you didn't already, do this. Give the thumbs up. Subscribe. Turn notifications on. We've got a lot of draft content coming out over the next few weeks to make sure you're set up to win your fantasy football leagues. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. And we'll see you on the next one.